Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How's this angle? I think we're okay.
How is everyone tonight? Who we got here today? Texas,
Illinois, Gold Coast,
Iowa,
Australia, Colorado,
Quebec, Wisconsin,
Houston, Iowa,
Alberta. Nice.
Slay.
Oh, Gold Coast, Australia.
Mm-hmm.
I watched some YouTubers from the Gold Coast.
More Alberta.
I want to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Except for it's probably pretty hot right now, which
it'd be very hot.
It'd be fine.
Ohio. Lindsay,
Ontario.
Castle Rock, Florida, New Mexico.
Are we blurry all of a sudden?
Nope, that is literally your eyes.
I think I say this every video.
Pennsylvania.
Florida. Is it snowing in Florida where you are, Christine?
Is it snowing in Florida?
It was snowing in Florida. Like there was what are they called on the river with the airboats? And they were like scooting around on the snow in the reel that I saw. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It has been cold.
Kentucky is cold. Yeah. It was too cold this week.
Yeah.
When -10 felt like 20 degrees Celsius to
6
me.
inches in Houston. That's a lot.
I know. They got nailed. Like, they got hit hard down there.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Got someone from Lanark, Ontario. We have very good friends from Lanark, actually. Fun fact. They have strawberries. They have a strawberry farm.
I have no idea where Lanark is.
It's near Perth, like Ottawa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
15 minutes of audiobook. Oh, man.
Of what?
Or I'm assuming our
book. Of this one. Oh, and
and
the last 15 minutes are good. I feel bad. We could maybe hold them off for 15 minutes.
Hold them off for 15 minutes? Yeah. What's everyone reading right now? What are you reading right now?
I am reading, Jess got me into Mariana Zapata. And I am reading this one.
Cool.
I'm actually quite obsessed with her. Took me a long time to start this author, but now I love her.
I was scared of you starting her because I don't accept criticism.
Jess has a whole shelf.
She has her own dedicated shelf.
Actually, when I said to people that I was going in, so this was my first one, and I loved this one, and people were like they were like, "Yep, you're going in. You're going in
hard hitting. You're hard hitting. You're going with a good one."
So I think there's definitely a fan club for her.
Yeah. You either really, really like her or feel like you don't.
Yeah.
Like it works with you or it doesn't work with you.
What are you reading right now?
Susan's reading Onyx Storm.
Everybody's reading Onyx Storm.
Everyone's reading Onyx Storm, which
She is beautiful. That is
I pre-ordered it because I was scared it would sell out. I was just saying to Mom, though, I am a little disappointed that
there's nothing on the
hardcover. Like, why? You know how good a dragon would look right here? Like a gold foiled dragon, or even like silver foiled, or
isn't her dragon golden? Or it was?
Isn't Taryn black?
No, the baby wasn't.
And Darna,
wasn't she golden?
Okay, maybe we should be very careful of what we say, actually, because these are spoilers.
Yeah, but that's true.
It's actually a pretty major spoiler.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, that's true.
We're not talking about that book here. Okay, I haven't started reading it yet. Okay, that's a lie. I read one chapter of it, and I was so confused
she can't
that
remember.
I'm going to have to reread Iron Flame before I can read it. And I'm really sad because I just want to read it, but
I think it's wise to... I'm thinking about going back the last, I don't know, maybe 10% of the book.
I think I just need to read it all over again, which sucks.
I want to read what these guys are reading, because this is where I get ideas.
I have the only one left, actually. It's on my shelf right now.
I love horse books. Horse lover likes horse books.
That tracks. Court of Silver Flames, that's such a good one. She's
Susan's doing Onyx Storm in audiobook. I'm gonna do it in audiobook as well. The only one left, that's what you were talking about?
Yep.
How to Read a Book by Monica Wood. Court of Silver Flames. What do you think, Jen?
Queen of Shadows. Queen of Shadows is a good one. Starting Throne of Glass. Just finished Assassin's Blade. Thank you, Ashley, for reading it in the right order.
Yeah.
I don't accept any other order, personally.
Assassin's Blade was such a foundational book for the whole series.
Yes. Is someone reading Beartown? Is that what I saw? Is
Did you
someone
see
reading
that?
Beartown?
Yep, right here. Stacks. Beartown, Return of the King,
Oh my
and
God.
Firestorm.
I'm so happy for you to experience Beartown.
That's her favorite. Oh,
I
By
love
a
that so
Thread. You
much.
have that one somewhere. You don't like it?
I don't have it.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You
By
do.
a Thread?
By Lucy Score.
Yeah, I don't have that. I know every book I own, Mom. That is not one of them. I promise you.
Right there. By a Thread, Lucy Score. I love it when I'm right. Like, I have seen that book.
I forgot that book existed.
Maybe
That's
someone
awkward.
you got a lot of
It
books
was
when you were
gifted.
sick. Yeah.
It was gifted. I did read
Yeah.
it on my Kindle,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I forget what it's about.
What
should
else?
reread it.
Heartless Hunter.
Yeah, that's the.
We did that. Did we do that in book club, or we just talk about it?
Mm-mm.
No, because we did One Dark Window. So good. I
What
love
does
Heart.
Heartless Hunter look
The
like?
Crimson Moth.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like blanking.
I have
tonight.
never
Great
known
Alone.
men. James. What is that about? Because I see everybody's talking about that on my feed.
About what?
The book James. It's just called James, and it's got like a big J. It's like yellow.
Never heard of it.
Everybody's talking about it on my page.
Interesting.
Just interested in that
Just
one.
finished Priest. Jen. How you
What?
feeling?
Who did?
Jen.
Finished what? Sorry.
Priest.
What is that?
It's romance.
Oh, who wrote it?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's
Is it spicy?
Yeah.
By the way you're acting.
I'm pretty sure
You're
it's
like,
spicy. Like I'm
my mom was
pretty
sitting
sure.
beside me.
Demon Copperhead, my roommate just finished that book, actually.
Okay.
She really enjoyed it.
Huckleberry Finn, that's it. The James one. It's about Huckleberry. It's a Huckleberry Finn retelling.
That's interesting.
That's right.
The James something. I'm going
Jim
to
the slave. They
need to
run
add
away
to my
together.
nearly 400 TBR list. Yeah, I feel you.
I know. This book
Too many
this
books.
year, there's a lot of good books coming out this year.
Yeah,
What's
there
everyone's
is.
number one
Someone just started Demon Copper
read? What's your number
Copperhead.
one, like number one what's that called? Like your most expected anticipated read
release
of 2025. Yeah.
Anticipated release or
Release, sorry.
Yeah.
Like what do you want to read of the releases?
Probably Onyx Storm was
your number one.
I would also say the Taylor Jenkins Reid book is very anticipated for me.
The atmosphere.
Abby Jimenez. I have so many
mine is
anticipated releases.
Mine is probably the next of the Heartless Hunter.
Oh really? I haven't thought about that book since I read it. I don't even.
Well, I mean, I read One Dark Window right after, so it definitely helps.
I don't even know if I remember what it's about.
The wit. Can I say? Yeah, I can say like the same idea, like the witch.
Yeah, no, I know the idea. I just don't remember what happens. Is there a new Crescent City? I don't think there's a new one this year.
Is she coming out with another one this year?
Sarah J. Maas takes her time.
The women
releasing books.
Who pick her up, or if you haven't watched that, or maybe she's reading it right now.
Onyx Storm and the Ballad of Falling Dragons. I've never heard of that one.
That's intriguing. I've never heard of that one either.
I
have never read a Frida McFadden book. Have you?
Nope.
Do we have a lot of Frida lovers in our chat? I've seen a few people.
Frida.
Never. I don't know if I'm into. Is she thriller?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm in a thriller kind of person.
Leslie says yes.
About what? Oh, Frida.
Okay, so Jen just joined a spicy book club. Hints Priest. Okay, I understand.
I gotcha.
This I would love.
Well, now I have to.
I want to join this book club. I'm just saying. That sounds like it would be very fun. Frida's awesome.
Yeah, okay. There's a lot that like Frida on this. We should keep that in mind because maybe we need to like get out of our comfort zone and read a Frida.
The new Rachel Gillig book. I'm also very excited for that book.
Well, isn't that? Oh, that's the One Dark Window girl.
Author,
What did she write?
She's coming out with a new series this year.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of good releases this year. It's gonna be.
Yeah, it's a good. That's who the one that
be a good reading year.
I'm looking forward to is that one for sure.
Poop Picker Upper said, "You guys have expanded my reading experience."
Yay!
I'm so happy.
I feel like book club has also expanded my reading.
experience.
Yeah, totally. That's why I sort of want to
try. We aren't always the best, but we try to pick different books.
Yep.
The
Night and the Moth. That must be the next one.
Yeah, that's the new.
Yeah.
That's the The Night and the Moth is Rachel Gillig's new book.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that.
Yeah. It's hard to find brand new books to read them in the
library.
library.
Yes. Yep.
I know it is very hard to get.
Jess likes the library too. If she can get one off your Libby.
Because I'm cheap. And then here I am with all my books.
Yeah.
I like to read it from the library first. Then sometimes I'll buy it after.
Yeah.
That is what I'm trying to implement.
Maria says, I can't believe I'm reading fantasy. Dude, I know. I was there. Once you start, it's like
you can't stop.
You can't stop. It's escapism.
What was your first fantasy reading experience?
I think it was ACOTAR.
Yeah, it was mine too.
Has to be.
Or no, mine was from Blood and Ash, I think, actually.
I want to read that series, actually. Do you recommend?
Yeah.
Oh, Tara said Midnight Library. I still haven't read that, but you gave that to Lena. Did she like it?
Mm-hmm.
Did she? Well, she wanted that too, didn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a classic because everyone loves that book.
Yeah. What do they call that? Yeah. Modern classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
no, haven't read it yet.
I should.
Wonder if Tara, have you finished Onyx Storm yet, Tara? I think she's pretty much almost done it. Yeah, everyone likes. Oh, The Housemaid.
The Housemaid is
that a Frida?
That's a Frida.
Yeah.
I think that's the one that a lot of people start with when they start reading Frida, I think.
Right.
From what I understand. The new Hunger Games book comes in June, yes.
Oh, that one we talked about that. Remember we talked about that when we were driving for how long? I just love Woody Harrelson.
I'm so excited to see who they cast as Woody Harrison.
Yeah, Tara finished it Friday.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Which is Saturday for us.
I need to read.
Right? No, Thursday. No.
Thursday.
Whatever.
Thursday.
They're
a day ahead.
They're a day ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been done. She must have read it the day it came out.
When did it come out?
Well, they're a day ahead.
So it come out a day early.
We're not going to try.
It would come out a day early.
We're not gonna try and math that.
Would they?
I don't know. I don't know.
Or would it come out a day late?
I have nothing in common with the main character of our book tonight.
Oh my gosh, my book cost me $44.
Let's not talk about it.
I got it on sale. Don't worry.
Okay.
So it would have been.
Do we want to
talk about the book?
Get this meeting started.
Tara said it came out on Wednesday, and she had a lot of time.
Tractor time. Yep.
So it came out on Wednesday, and you finished on her Friday.
She had a lot of tractor time. Yeah. So Australia is big.
3 days. She finished it in 3 days. That's a lot of reading.
That's a lot of reading.
Someone's reading A Study in Drowning. I had the special edition of that book, actually.
I've heard of that one just recently.
I'm very proud of.
Okay,
sorry.
You can tell it's a new year. We're all very excited about all the new reads. Okay. You want to get it? You can start with our...
Should we do our disclosure? So we're going to be talking all about this month's book club book, Here One Moment.
I feel like I'm floating away.
And so this will be full spoiler. So if you haven't read this and you don't want anything to be spoiled, I would leave now. This is your warning, full disclosure.
We'd love you to stay, though.
I mean, you can stay if you don't care about spoilers. But there will definitely be spoilers.
Okay.
So, what did you rate it, Mom? What did everyone rate it?
I'm gonna expand. So when I first started reading this book, I was like, this is gonna be a 5-star for me. I loved it. And then I sort of drifted. Like I sort of disconnected with it for quite a while in the book. So I think I ended up with I started with a 5, ended up with a 3. So I think I put it at about a 3.5.
And I'm giving it a 2.5.
There's a lot of good ones. 4.75.
Let's see. So Jolene, I'm with you 2, and that is generous. Me 2, girl.
I love that it's all different.
Leslie is 4.75. That's really good. We have 3.5, 3.5, 3.75, 3.5, 3. It gave me so much anxiety and stressed me out. Yes.
I know. So
So we have a 5-star. We have some more 4 stars. We have a 5-star, 3.5 star.
Julie, same. It was
DNF.
too long.
DNF, agree.
It wasn't too, okay. What I found, this is
Two.
my disclaimer for my rating. I found that she went deep on all those characters, and then all of a sudden it was like it felt like it just skipped ahead, and she's like, "I'm done with this book. I just want to end it."
Yeah.
Like I felt like all of a sudden I was like, "Wait, when did she marry Ned? Like where did Ned come
Mhm.
from?" I had to actually like go back, and then yeah, the one couple I had to like Google what happened to Sue because I was like, "Did I like
I just want to
float
know
away?"
what happens to Sue.
I think I literally clocked off when I was listening to it.
Yeah.
So
I
I feel bad.
was so disconnected from the story and so
But
disinterested.
it was such a
that
good premise.
Oh, the idea, the concept was
could have been
there.
so good.
It did not intrigue me. Like when I was reading it,
Yeah,
it didn't hold my attention. I would go and like try to like I would literally be listening to it
Yeah.
and reading it, so that I would focus on reading it,
Yeah.
and I still would be like, I don't want to read this. I want to just go on my phone.
Well,
Like,
we
I'm
met
bored.
up in Guelph on Tuesday
Yeah.
after the meeting, and Jess was like, "I'm not enjoying it." I'm like, "What are you
Yeah.
talking about? It's so good." And
I
then
don't like it.
right after that, I kind of went like, "Oh, darn it." And I think you weren't even as far as I was at that point.
No, I was like 20% in or something.
I liked a third of it, and then I kind of clocked out till like the last 10%.
I think a big issue I had was too many moving parts, way too many different stories that you had to keep track of, which was so difficult. And you didn't have enough time to connect to anyone. And I didn't feel like the characters were flushed out enough.
Yes,
Like
like
it
she was
just felt like
starting.
everything
Like
was
she was starting to though.
Yes.
And that's what made me mad because I'm like, you were just getting into Allegra's story and
Yeah.
just getting into like I thought she did okay with Ethan and the whole how he
you can tell who her favorite characters were.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing she wrote about. And I was
But it's like then why did you have the other ones in there?
Exactly. That was
Like-
my complaint was like
Yeah.
too many people,
Yeah.
too many stories. She's like should have just picked a few
Yeah.
to really elaborate on and have a full
But they're-
fleshed out story with that. And I know that doesn't match with the concept, but then
But maybe it was like
maybe you have to do a different concept then.
I
Like
don't know.
something like I loved the idea of it.
Yeah.
It just the execution it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
Objectively though, I will say there were so many quotes I loved. The writing was good. It was very fast paced. Like every chapter I flew through.
Maria loved Ethan.
But-
I loved Ethan too. You
I
didn't like Ethan. I love that
Ethan
story.
just doesn't stop complaining. I'm like,
No,
dude.
he's like a sensitive boy. I loved him. He was like a
he gives
sensitive.
like pick me energy. a
No.
little.
Well, some of us
just- okay,
are.
I just-
we don't get picked.
I just didn't like the way his and Jasmine's like.
Well, Jasmine was clueless.
Yes,
I didn't like her, but
all I could
that
think
is
about.
so
Okay, but
real.
all I could think about was being in Jasmine's perspective and being like, I know he doesn't think
I
it looks this
know.
way, but does it look this way? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I guess I liked his storyline, not as much with Jasmine, but I liked it how
once she left, I liked it. Actually.
I liked him with Harvey. Like I liked how he
and Layla,
how he
and,
really
like,
processed his.
I liked
death
his. I
and-
liked
yeah.
his. I liked his character whenever he wasn't with Jasmine.
Yeah.
Like
She
when
was
she
annoying.
left,
She
and
was annoying.
I think I just didn't like Jasmine.
No, you didn't like Jasmine.
Maybe I just didn't like Jasmine.
And then you didn't. He wasn't his best self when he was with
Well,
her.
yeah, because he was weird when he was with her.
Yeah, he was super
he
weird.
was so weird and awkward. And,
Well, he was an awkward little nerdy boy.
yeah, it just
And then he wasn't.
didn't give. It was
Yeah.
just he was kind of
We're-
weird, but.
Totally going off a tangent.
And
Anyway,
I liked Leo. Like those were her favorite characters, Leo and Ethan. I feel like
yes,
because they
were
had the
definitely-
most screen time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I didn't love Ethan like the way it ended. Nina said
someone
negative,
else-
but ended surprisingly positive. Yes.
Someone else didn't like Ethan. I feel validated. I just didn't care. Like
It's fine.
whenever you were in his story, I'm like, I don't care about your
Oh,
story.
Can you go back up again? I want to see the Twilight Zone one. The
What?
beginning felt like an episode of the Twilight Zone. Okay, yes. You will not know what we're talking
I
about.
have no idea what that is.
And go back.
Sorry,
I wasn't done.
I didn't know that.
And I was so into it, but then she lost me and I got so bored. Yes. Like the
Yes.
first part of it, I was like, what's happening? And even when they got off the plane and they were kind of starting to deal with the fallout of what they just heard, like I was in it. And then I was out
Yeah,
of it.
no, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just felt like I loved the plane scene when everything was going down.
Yeah.
And like the plane scene flip-flopping through so many perspectives
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah.
And then they got off the plane and I immediately checked out. Like literally they're off the plane. I'm like, okay.
I
don't care.
lasted a little
I
longer than
don't
that.
care.
You just would have wanted the whole book to be on the plane.
Or like half the book? I don't know. What's too long?
I do find
I understand why they couldn't do that. That'd be kind of boring too, but I don't know. I did read.
I'm glad it didn't continue like the Twilight Zone. That would have made me anxious. Well, there's a few people said that was pretty anxious, and it sort of was because it gets you thinking, right? It's like, ooh.
Sevi said, "I liked how the characters reacted differently
Yes.
to the death.
Yeah,
Premonitions.
Yeah.
Then I also saw someone else write something about
Paula's anxiety was
Paula's anxiety was
relatable.
too relatable. I did enjoy her chapters.
chapters.
I could absolutely see that. Like
Yeah.
if that was something that's like
Yeah.
a little too close to home.
Do you know
I
what the
could see that
problem?
being
Do you know what the
triggering.
problem with Paula's story? She's like, please do not tell me about my son.
That's
Like,
that
please
made me,
do. Like,
I genuinely raged. I knew as soon as she was like, please don't tell me, please don't tell me.
And
I was like, it's gonna be terrible.
Like,
it's gonna be terrible.
I actually that stressed me out too. And I think it's like, well, you're a child, but as a parent, no, do not tell me that.
No, I was like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I get that she was like in a state,
and
but,
then you
like,
find out later about the OCD, right? And it's just like, why would you do that
worst
to
trigger.
a person?
Literally
Yeah.
the worst trigger.
Oh, as an Aussie, yeah, I did love.
I loved how
that it was in Australia. I was loving it.
Australian?
I don't know. Is she an Australian author? Do you guys know?
Because that would be cool.
I loved the narrators. Like,
oh, then voices. If you listen to it, okay, she is Australian.
She is okay. So
Yeah.
I love, like, I could listen to Aussies all day. Like my favorite YouTubers.
Yeah, they were
Aussie.
fantastic
Yeah,
narrators.
they were good.
Like the one who did like all the other
characters.
Yeah. was so good at changing her voice.
Oh, I know.
As soon as she started talking, you knew whose perspective you're in.
Yep.
But it
She was
wasn't
awesome.
like an annoying. Like it was.
No,
it was really
not
good.
at all.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes
they were
when
very
change their voices,
but
like,
they were very
annoying.
subtle.
It was very subtle, but it's just you could kind of tell.
Yeah.
And she did other accents extremely well.
Yes, she did.
Like Allegra's parents.
Yeah.
I was like,
and
oh my
how
God.
Allegra sort of, you alluded to this, that how she actually does sound more like her parents when she's talking to her parents. And then when she's talking to Johnny, she's not like that.
Yes,
like
she has her Australian accent.
I think she talked about that in the book too.
She does, yeah. And it was really, really the narrator was phenomenal with that.
Yeah,
like
I
very,
love the
impressive.
setting of this book just because
the Aussie.
I romanticize Australia.
My Siri on my phone is an Aussie man.
I think
I should do that.
Mark's got a British, like Susan or something.
I have a British man, I think.
She's lovely.
Yeah.
Mine's just boring. Actually, my Siri's not even on. I didn't turn her on when I updated my phone.
Okay, should I ask my little question?
Sure. Jess wrote down questions for us.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll just keep reading your comments.
The first one I have is how did your opinion of Cherry change throughout the book? At first, I think she just seemed like she didn't seem super, like, I don't know. I didn't like her at first because of the whole telling a mom her 7-year-old or her child was gonna die at 7. I was like, okay, well, you kind of suck.
To me, she seemed like she was in a trance. Because you couldn't break her out of it.
And the one, was it Leo who kept being like, she's reminding me of my grandma who has dementia.
Yes.
And he was like, you should just go with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, something's not right. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
She doesn't genuinely
it did
mean to
it
do
did
this.
feel like she was having an episode. So I actually had a lot of empathy for it because I was like, But then when she
I had
said about the
empathy.
kid,
Yeah, I
I
had
was just
empathy.
like,
I just didn't like it. I was like, I don't like this.
someone stop her. It's like sleepwalking. It gave me sleepwalking
Yeah.
vibes a
Oh my
little
god,
bit.
that's a whole nother story. The sleepwalking story.
I
Oh
know.
god.
I know. It's
Like, that
terrifying.
was a literal couple, bride and groom, in their
Yeah.
outfit still, and she
And
says,
she's like, he's probably gonna kill you.
"Intimate partner homicide
Yeah.
will be your cause
Yeah.
of death." Imagine.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Brenda said it was like 2 books in one. I didn't think we needed so much
Oh
of
my
Cherry's
God, same.
backstory in order to think about what we would
Yes.
do if we knew our ending.
Yes.
I
Her
agree.
story just
literally
didn't track for me.
we were ranting about that at dinner tonight. I was like, I hated
How
this,
much,
like, so many random stories. Like, I understood that she was trying to tie it all together,
but she
but
wasn't.
it didn't. Like,
Like we were wondering, what did the dinner
The
dinner with
dinner
the bearded
party,
guy?
and I'm
Like
like,
she kept referring back to it, and there's got to be
I get the whole, like,
there's got to be literary people here that would be like, there's connections.
I just
but
didn't care. I
maybe
genuinely just didn't care.
I think maybe that's
I was like,
I think maybe
don't-
that's the problem. We just
a
didn't
lot
care.
of Cherry's story. I was like, skip.
I
I don't need this.
Sometimes when she was talking, I found myself laughing out loud because just her
She was funny.
her
She
little
was funny. She's
she-
quirky.
it was when she was sort of talking to herself. She was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's for another. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes it was like she didn't take herself too seriously. Sometimes.
Yeah. What else do we have here?
Did my feelings about it, but I got really pissed off a lot with the people on the plane. Yeah.
I was devastated when I learned what happened.
Yeah,
with her
that was
husband and
really
best friends.
sad.
Yeah, that was really, really
You had to
sad.
wait to the end to
find out.
find that out.
Thought she was a lost old woman. Then the latter, I was more interested than so much point stuff took away from the other character stories, which were not enough.
Yes, I agree. Like she's saying she talked too much about Cherry and not enough about the other people. And that's where we sat.
That's really just what it is.
Yeah.
It's not enough depth with the other characters.
And I mean, she is the main character, but it's like I don't find her past
interesting enough or something.
Well, you needed to know about the mom. Like you did need to know some of the major
it
things
just felt like
that
some
happened.
stuff just got like dragged on. You know what I mean?
Or I
just didn't.
Or I clocked out, and I just yeah. Yeah, it just sounds like we aren't loving the main character, and that kills a book if you don't really, really have it in for the main character, good or bad.
Yeah.
Then you're not. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're on the same. Sounds like we're all on the same sort of page.
So why do you think at the start of the book the author made such a big point about Cherry being unremarkable, or like unmemorable? Is that a word?
Unremarkable is just like
just
nothing special.
No one remembered her.
No one remembered her. I think that was the point because it took a long time for anyone
to find her.
After.
Do you think that's all it really was? Just
well,
like a matter of.
I just think she was the only one on the plane not complaining and not like making.
True.
Like she was the one without a story, sort of.
I also think a part of it too was a hint. Not a hint, but like a little bit of an Easter egg of the one flight attendant not remembering her.
Yeah.
Not recognizing her.
Yeah.
Even though
Austin?
He remembers.
Austin?
No.
What was his name?
It was
an A, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Her buddy. Yeah.
Oh, I like Lindsay's comment because
it?
her mom thought of her that way because her mom always had been the focal point. Everything was about her mom and the madam.
Madam May.
Madam May, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're not wrong. That's definitely. I could see that.
She spent her whole life trying to hide in the shadows because of her mom. Interesting. I didn't put enough emphasis on her mom.
Their relationship.
On their relationship.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Lindsay said Cherry's story seemed so blah until the end.
Yes.
I agree.
And it's like
until you saw everything come together and you're like, oh.
Which is fine, but she's gonna lose a lot of people midway through this book.
I would have DNF'd that book 20%.
If it wasn't
book club.
What would happen if we DNF'd a book for book club? We'd have to chat
I
GPT
would be like, hey guys, so what happened?
We'd have
'Cause
to
I
cheat.
actually didn't read it.
Oh.
uh,
I thought it was interesting that she didn't stand out to anyone, but everyone said that she reminded them of someone else. Yeah.
because she saw somebody in everyone.
Yeah.
Because she saw Jack and Leo.
Yeah.
Do you
Do you think
was
that
it Ethan?
well, now looking back, do you think it's because she was having her episode?
Well, I think that was all things that triggered the episode.
Yeah, maybe.
Like seeing her wedding dress.
Yeah.
And seeing the
that's
guy
true.
who saw her husband die.
And the same
And then
shoes. Leo had
seeing
the same shoes.
and
Yeah.
seeing the guy that looked like Jack. And then
Yeah.
I think it all
Yeah.
was what added up to, because none of it was not true.
Right.
It was all genuine. Like
Yeah.
the wedding dress was her wedding dress.
So they were all
Like,
little
it
triggers.
was all things, but they all triggered what happened.
My question is, did she have I don't think she did have the psychic abilities. I think you were the one that said no, it was all based on her math. Like it was math. She said at the end of the book, everything is math.
No. I think that was a case for her expected death and age. But I do think she had some sense, because she was able to predict her best friends would all die on the same day, and her husband.
Yeah.
Like, I think she
But she made a point of saying,
I don't
but we
think she had the
all
gift.
predict tragedy. We do.
Yeah,
We do that.
I don't think she had the
It's
gift.
like your
I just think
worst nightmare.
I just think she planned. I actually loved that line where they're like, you plan and you imagine horrible events to help prepare yourself for if something happened.
I think so.
I loved that line.
I mean,
there was a lot of good quotes in this book.
No, there was a lot of things I liked about it, but you just had to wait to get through it. I'm impatient.
Dane. What's Dane? Am I missing Dane?
What are we looking at?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
Dane.
Dane.
Is it instead of Madam? No. Oh,
what's Dane mean,
was
guys?
the guy Dane? The flight attendant? No. I don't know.
Who's Dane?
I think we missed this conversation. Sorry. Oh, like Renee with a Danae.
Renee.
What am I? Oh, sorry, it's the person. It's her name. I'm like, what are we? We missed it. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Danae.
Sorry, Danae. We missed that
No.
whole. We thought you were talking about the book. We're like, did we miss someone from the book?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, she's a book club member. Thank you, Stephanie.
Danae,
Yeah,
like Renee with the T.
Oh, I'm feeling really dumb.
We're sorry. We're sorry.
We thought we missed another whole character. Sorry.
I was like, wait, am I forgetting something?
Oh my
I
God.
was like, literally, like, is that the flight attendant?
Was that it? What was his name? I thought it started with an A. What were you talking about?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Today said, blame my mom. When in doubt, blame mom.
I think it's a great name.
I like that name.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next question is, if you were on the plane, would you want her to make the prediction? And if she did, I think your face is
No!
enough said.
Don't tell me when I'm gonna die.
But if she did, would you change your life because of it?
Yeah.
Like, would you take it seriously?
Yes.
You would?
Yes, I would. That's why I do not want to know.
Like, if she said you're gonna drown, what would you do?
I will never go near water. I will stink.
I will stink. Leslie said I would have run to the bathroom. That's so Yeah,
Alex.
I honestly don't think I would have believed it.
Alex. Is that the flight attendant's name?
Maybe.
Yeah, no,
Like, I don't know if I would have believed it.
Yeah.
But if it was something crazy like assault.
You don't think it would have been? You don't think you'd believe it?
I don't think I'd believe it.
An older lady that went.
If she looked like she was like,
I guess
had dementia or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if I were Leo, I would have probably been like, I don't think I believe this. Which he didn't.
And he didn't.
His wife did.
Yeah.
And when people started dying, he kind of went, should I get my affairs in order low key? And he was like, maybe.
And he did change his life. So
I think
sort of
I guess if I followed it and it was like the same situation as the other people where like you saw these people starting to die.
I think you would take it seriously.
Then I would.
Yeah.
But I think if it was just like in the moment, and I think it would be in the back of my mind, but I don't think I would make changes on that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I also don't think I would ever, like, if someone's like, "You're gonna all
I
die
would.
tomorrow," I don't think I would change
I would
anything.
100% take it seriously. Yeah, I don't know if I can
Sorry,
do.
I'm really thirsty.
I don't know if I could do fortune tellers. Bye for now.
But oh gosh, that was really cold. True, I've had a few ER patients say some crazy stuff about me.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
I bet.
like I think when you
I
see
do
someone,
think-
I think when you see someone who's just, something, this is not a good situation for them, you're
Yeah.
like, you take it with a grain of salt.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like, I
Yep.
think if I could tell that someone was having a mental health crisis, or like a dementia situation or something like that, I think I would be like,
I do
"Oh,
wonder
take it
though
with a
in
grain of
those
salt."
situations if they do see or feel something sort of otherworldly when you're in that sort of state.
I mean, maybe, but if someone told me that I was gonna die at a certain age, I'd be like, "Oh, okay."
No,
Didn't
thank
need
you.
to know
No,
that.
thank you. Yeah,
Like,
like
moral of the story,
I wish we could say
wouldn't have
no.
that.
Like no
Okay,
thanks.
flight attendant was Anders. Yes,
Anders.
Anders.
Thank you. Yes.
How
I
many
knew it
birds?
was like
How many birds said?
I
Yeah,
think I said
from a nurse.
Austin. ...
People say some crazy things in that situation.
Yeah.
I would imagine. I think I
Yes.
probably said some crazy things.
I'm sure.
Like when you're drugged, man.
Kudos though for being in it.
Um,
My mom had dementia and she saw and said some weird, freaky things. Yeah. I do.
question, wonder.
Yep.
Um,
Which is weird because you're like all into paranormal and yet you're like, no, I don't believe that. That's weird.
maybe in a situation I would. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't know.
I like to think that I wouldn't, but yeah, no, I probably would. But I don't think I'd ever make changes.
You wouldn't
based on
change your
that.
life because of it.
Like I
It's
don't
like, well,
think
that's what it's supposed to be.
like genuinely, I don't think like if anyone in any situation, if someone was like, "You're guaranteed to die on this day," I don't know. If
I
would
do
change
find
much.
that. I do find that. Was this
But
part
I
of the
think that's
question?
just being content in life. I don't know. What?
Well, I was gonna say the one that didn't maybe do what you would hope that they would do is the girl that got the breast cancer diagnosis with the baby.
Mm.
And she refused treatment because she's like, I'm gonna die. She said I was
She's
gonna
like, I'm gonna
die.
die anyway, so why?
So I don't want to go through that. That's when it's
I
like,
mean,
oh,
I kind of.
and then you're back. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, kind of get it.
But it goes to show you that
But
it can
yeah,
go
and then
either.
she-
It
and then
can
she
sort of go
survived
either way,
anyways.
right?
And then she survived once she.
because she did it.
Well, she survived because the lady said like
I'm
not
not
she's
real.
like
I'm
this
not
isn't
real.
this was
Yeah.
a mental health crisis.
Right.
It wasn't actually
Right.
yeah. My next
Alzheimer's?
question was what story or like character on the plane intrigued you the most at first,
Okay.
and once you started getting to know that character, like you're in their story or in their chapters, did you still feel that way, or did other characters start to intrigue you? I can say one thing. At first, I hated Leo. I thought he was so annoying.
He was a bit
He
annoying.
was so annoying on the plane. But then you find out, like, oh, he just missed his child's recital.
Yeah,
and I
that
was like,
was-
oh, that's kind of cute, actually.
Yeah.
I think the one that intrigued me most.
I think I liked Paula.
I was gonna say probably Paula. She's the only one who has like
The single, like you, I could just
Or
relate.
Sue.
It's like
I
you're
like
trying to keep your
Sue.
kids quiet, and then the one screaming, and the one puked all over.
That was-
It's just like,
Oh,
and then she
actually-
had the really nice Scotsman sit
actually,
beside her.
you know, I loved.
He was
I loved
so
that. I was
he, like
so
he was like
cute.
sent from the
Yeah,
heavens.
we never got his story.
Never got his story. I would, but he showed up near the end.
Only in one scene.
But wasn't it pretty critical? Like, call this guy because he's
He's a guy. He's a guy who helps with sleepwalking.
yes.
Yeah.
So it looped
Yeah.
around again.
And my other question was, who is the guy? Who is Theo or Thor or whatever?
I don't know.
Was he the one who everyone kept calling the superhero?
I don't know
on
who
the
was
plane? Because there was someone on the plane that everyone called a superhero, but they never said his name. Because he was the one who like helped get.
He's the
her
one
to
that helped her
get to her seat.
Yeah. Oh.
He was the one who helped the old lady get to her seat. Then he was the one who found her later.
And yet they didn't talk anything about him.
They didn't talk about him at all. He didn't even get a prediction or anything.
Interesting.
But he was the one, I think, who went and found him.
Do you guys know like who the Thor guy was? Like,
is he the superhero? Like, I'm assuming he must have been the superhero.
Right?
I don't know.
Because it wasn't Leo.
Even when they said, like, when they were talking about Thor, they're like,
he even looks
he
like
looks like a superhero.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's what they kept saying in the plane.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I'm thinking it's a superhero.
Hmm.
I don't know, but I thought that was kind of cool. Like his
Everyone
story
loved
later.
Allegra. Allegra was
my favorite.
Was Jess's
She's my
favorite
favorite
too.
for sure. But I think it's the only one that was like.
I think I liked her the most on the plane.
I think it's because she was the only one who's semi-relatable to me.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
none of the characters.
Yeah.
Stage in life, I was like, this is not relatable.
So she was one that Jess and I were like, that was a good story to follow.
Yeah.
Like if to show how physical health can affect your mental health and like where that could have gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
like we did want to see that. We didn't want to see it end that bad.
It was such a good opportunity.
But it was a good
show,
yeah.
And
how a physically good
I looking back, now that I know the full story, I understand why she didn't go that route, so that she could go the route with it being her brother instead.
Yes, yeah.
But I just thought it was such a missed opportunity of showing how depressed being a vet and not being able to go to work or have purpose can make you.
Yep.
And it just didn't happen.
Yep.
Like they literally skipped the whole scene of her in recovery.
I know. I'm like, wait. Like she's 29 now. She's 29, so she's.
I was like, this
she's
is
not gonna die.
Prime, like mental health.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Especially considering the book, like mental health was a big thing in the book.
Yes, I know.
Like, this was
and you just let it go.
Opportunity to talk about it, but
Maria, chronic back pain, and it definitely causes depression. Well, with me, just dealing with my tiny little back issues, just for the last I don't know.
They weren't tiny ones.
They're bad enough for me, but you get in your head.
Yeah.
Because it affects everything you do. It affects when you sneeze. It affects when you pull up your socks.
Well, even when she was talking about the fear that she has after.
Yeah.
It's like, this is.
Yeah. Like you're always thinking about it.
Yeah. Alexandra said she kind of did that with Cherry's story. And I agree. She just didn't dive into it. I was like, there's such a good opportunity to go into it. And I guess that could have made the book just 300
too
pages
long.
longer.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. She just sort of had to
shorten it.
But like,
that's
then
what
just talk about a few of them.
Like, talk about 2 characters, not 6 or 3 characters.
Anyways,
we
could go on and on as we do.
Why do you think the author only focuses on the story of 6 characters after the plane scene? What were your thoughts on who was chosen? Was there anyone who you wanted to see a story for?
So we did
kind
of
talk about that with the Scottish guy.
And the Scottish guy, yeah.
I just think, she just picked favorites within the 6 even. But
a lot of them looped around at the end.
Yeah, I do wish
like they were all sort of connected.
This could just be me, Fallon, but I do wish we had more clarification on who the superhero was on the plane. Like, I'm still like,
so him and the Scotsman. You wish there was more.
Is that the private investigator dude, like, or whatever he was? Was he an investigator or was he like
he said
newscaster?
Well, he said he was the investigator.
Maybe
at
he was
the
like
end.
A newscaster because he was the one who put out her statement.
But investigators do like press releases and stuff too. So I don't know.
But
yeah, I don't know. What was the question again?
Why she chose only 6?
Why did she choose? I think because they looped around. They were all like the bride. She had her dress.
Yeah, they were the main people, I guess. They were the triggers.
I think they were the triggers.
But we didn't even.
You didn't know.
Even Anders was a major trigger, and
you didn't know that till the very end because I don't think she
remembered.
Oh, she did. She remembered. Okay.
He didn't. Anders didn't.
No, he didn't.
Anders was also just going through it at that point. He passed out during it.
Yeah.
Okay, so superhero guy was cop guy. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Ashley. I needed that clarification.
It
was annoying me.
My problem was did I just not hear that part? That's a problem with an audiobook as much as I love it and I love this narrator.
I spaced out.
I spaced out. And I think I'm good if I'm wearing it. It's so weird. This is such a me thing. I'm good if I'm in a car or if I'm listening to it in with earphones, but if it's playing in the room, on
me
a speaker,
too. No, I'm bad too.
I will not pay attention.
Fun fact, I was so stressed about getting this book done because I forgot that we picked
this weekend,
an earlier weekend. I thought I had more time, And so I started on Monday, and I had to just listen to it constantly. I got to a point where I had it in the shower
Oh
with
my
me.
God.
And I was like, I was like washing my hair, and I had to like wash it really fast so I could like take my hair out of from the water so I could hear it because I couldn't like turn
You're
it up or
insane.
anything. And I was like, I
Every
should have
little
done that.
second.
So
for the
I
we're
mean,
doing this
there
for
could have
you,
been
book club.
there could have been some main points I missed.
Yeah.
From, you know,
I wonder if
washing
I
my
would have
hair.
liked it better if I read it though. But
I tried to read it and it was way too slow.
Okay.
I was like, I can't get through it. Do you think Cherry made a positive or negative impact on the lives of the characters?
huh.
I think it depends on the character.
Well,
Like,
the
we
ones
have-
that lived,
yeah,
I think she had a
like
positive.
Kayla, the one who died in the car accident, she only got in that car accident because she was being
However-
extra cautious.
However, the friend and the boyfriend, who was also on the plane, actually started going around and talking to schools about safety.
Hmm,
So it's
so-
sort of a spin into the
I
positive.
guess, but I mean, the girl still died.
I know, but
So they tried to make the best of it. I don't even remember that happening.
her dying?
No, I think I
Oh,
missed the
girl was
whole-
like on her phone.
No,
She was
no, I know.
recording
She was
it.
like doing a
Oh.
live stream.
Oh,
I think I missed the whole scene of her boyfriend and that girl because
it was kind of at the.
I didn't
I
see
think
them
they
at
sort of
all.
met up at the airport after.
I don't remember them one bit.
I just remember him being really
But
tall.
that's what I mean. Like,
super
I probably
tall.
spaced out. DNF means did not finish. So
Yeah.
it's like quitting a book halfway.
Yeah, DNF did not finish.
Did not finish.
Leo left his job. I think
yes,
so because they moved to
yes.
Tasmania at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no.
No?
Yeah. Did
Yeah,
they?
that's where the mom-
because she was getting tutored. The kid was getting tutored. I don't know if they moved to Tasmania, but I think he quit the job.
I think they did because that's where the mom was.
Harvey was in.
No.
Oh, was the mom
The
in Tasmania?
mom.
Okay, so then they did.
I think so.
Oh yeah, because Cherry lived in Tasmania.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
they did.
Yeah.
They did move.
Yeah, friends with the mom.
Because that was the first time. Yeah, because that was the first time he was checking her house.
Yes. And then the
estimator
excavator almost
tried to
rolled
fall
on
at
him.
her,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Stop!"
And she saved him. That was a turning point.
That was a good scene for sure. And then how did you feel about the ending and how some of the characters were connected?
I did like the ending. Love the epilogue.
Loved the epilogue. The epilogue was, I almost started
that
crying.
boy.
I was like, stop. This 7-year-old has been putting me through it.
The 7-year-old.
I was like, do not tell me
Yeah.
that this 7-year-old
Thanks to
dies.
his mom. And he's like,
Yeah.
well, my mom put me in swimming lessons right away. Yeah, that was, I love the epilogue.
Would you have put, if someone told you that your child was going to die at 7 from drowning, what would you have done?
I don't know.
Do you think you would have thought of swimming lessons, or do you
I don't
think that
know.
would have caused it?
I don't know. Because, like, he could have drowned because he got a Charlie horse.
Yeah.
Like, so you have him in swimming lessons. It doesn't matter if you know how to swim, you can still drown.
Yeah. So you would have been like, no.
I don't know. Yeah, I would totally, like, I mean, I put you in swimming lessons, it wouldn't matter. Like, you have to do your due diligence.
Yeah, you put it. I did swimming
especially
lessons,
when you
and
were
I'm
like,
still useless.
you were warned by a psychic, your kid might drown.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you didn't put her in swimming lessons? That was kind of stupid.
You're really gonna drown.
The epilogue did make Paige cry. Yeah.
Life jacket 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah.
You never don't get up. Like
Life
that.
jacket in the bathtub.
But I guess Timmy did have the scare when he was 7. But the
What?
only reason he
What'd he
survived
do?
was because of his
What do
swimming
you do? I
capabilities.
don't remember that.
There's an accident in the water.
What?
Yeah, when he was 7
Okay,
years old. I think it was like
cast it off there.
yeah, he
What
fell.
happened?
He fell into the ocean when it was really rough with his
What?
clothes on. Yeah,
I missed a
and
whole chapter.
And he survived because he was so good at swimming. Because they were like, any normal kid wouldn't be able to survive.
I'm
that.
gonna go back and.
It was a
listen to
good.
it.
It was like not even a chapter, Mom. It was like
Why do they do
It was
that?
like
That's probably
it was
why
like 3 sentences.
I was probably doing something.
Yeah.
Missed it. Interesting.
Yeah, a wave swept him off a
Especially in
rock,
Australia. Yeah.
clothed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally missed. My bad.
That's okay. It was literally.
That's
like,
kind of a.
it was just a sentence in the epilogue.
But it's. Oh, it was a sentence in the epilogue.
Was it
I
in
was
the
so
epilogue?
attached to the epilogue.
Yeah, it was because he talks about it. I think.
Well,
Maybe,
darn it.
maybe not.
I'm an
maybe not.
idiot. Anyway, my bad.
Yeah. No, but when I was 7, I went on a school excursion and got knocked off a rock platform into the sea by a freak wave, fully dressed. I should have drowned. Most kids my age would have drowned. but I was a super strong swimmer, so here I am.
I must have just like got
And
really
she said,
emotional
well, I'll tell you
after
what.
I heard he was an
Shout
Olympic
out
swimmer.
to the fortune teller. Australia thanks you. This is what the newscaster said.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm so bad. I clocked out in the epilogue.
And then Cherry says, you're welcome. Now bring home the gold to me.
She's so cute. She was
She
cute.
was so
She was
cute, yeah.
cute.
She
was boring.
She's just
She
little
was
boring.
a actuator.
But she wasn't. Like, so much happened.
I know. She had
really
a lot of bad
wasn't.
luck.
Like, even like her and her dad's relationship, like that story was good.
It was sweet.
Like, objectively, I don't know why I kept getting bored, but I just kept getting bored. Like, it sounded like it would be. Like, all of her stages in life were pretty, like, hectic and crazy, but...
Maybe it's just the way it was written.
Maybe. But she was also a good author, I will say. I will say, too, there was one, I highlighted
Did
one...
this author read 5 People You Meet in Heaven?
Right?
Huh?
Did she write?
Did she... Sorry. Did I say read?
Yeah, I was like, well, I don't know what she reads.
Did she write it? I feel like...
I know she wrote the Apple book with the 3 apples on the cover. I'm trying to find this quote, but maybe I don't have it. Anyways, the quote was something about like, don't hold your quality of life or something, like living a good life, up to how much you're able to travel.
Oh,
and it was something
that one hit me too.
Yeah, I highlighted
because
it
I was like,
that's good. Literally, so many people do that.
I did that
including
too,
myself.
Because we do that. We always
Everyone does that.
oh my God, we don't
haven't done
travel
anything.
enough. And it was
Max
said that, right?
I think it was,
or was it a friend? It was the doctor friend. It was the doctor friend. She goes, you got to stop.
Friend that she confided
Life
in.
isn't about.
She couldn't confide in. Yeah, right
yeah.
here.
Life isn't about the travel, the trips you go on.
Oh, this was another thing I
highlighted.
It was another thing
one.
I highlighted was fake can be fought. You can go to the doctor. You can do health checks. You don't ignore symptoms. You eat your vegetables. You exercise. You take your medications. Blah 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 blah. You won't necessarily win against fate, but you should at least put up
effort.
A fight. Okay, wait. Here it is. Just kidding. I thought I saw
Here
blue.
it is.
I thought I saw blue. But
anyway, I know it's part.
Oh yeah, don't buy into
Oh,
this.
Mitch album. Thank you. Yes.
Don't buy into this idea that you've only truly lived if you've traveled, as if taking the same photos at the same tourist spots as everyone else is the only thing that counts as living.
I needed to hear that too, because I was like, I remember Scotland was like, oh, I remember seeing this picture.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this picture.
Yeah, no, she was so good.
Yeah, Mitch album. I don't know why, but I feel like this cover reminds me of that cover, but it's been years since I read it.
Also,
so
what does everyone think about this cover?
The butterfly effect.
I don't like it.
Have you heard of the butterfly effect?
I know what the butterfly effect is, but
is that something?
Or is it because it's called a butterfly?
Maybe.
I just don't like the look of it. It's just like, I don't know.
Oh, this author wrote Big Little Lies.
Is that the Apple book? I just have it in my head. The Apple
maybe
book.
Big Little Lies is that the one that Nicole Kidman was in it?
Yeah,
it was so good. What's not new? It was out a while ago.
Okay, if it's in the last 10 years, I count that as new.
It was so good.
Okay, wait. Yeah, Apple Never Fall. That's the one I know of.
Oh, Big Little Lies. Yeah. Okay.
She has a lot of books.
That's good. I like that cover.
What one? Big Little Lies?
No, the Apple one.
Same vibes as this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Reese Witherspoon.
She was in it, and
Little Lies.
What's her face? Gorgeous. Her dad is Jimmy Hen. No. Anyway, doesn't matter. What else are you?
I think that's it.
That's the only questions you had?
Well, it has been an hour.
It's been an hour.
It's
okay.
50
Do we?
Oh, we never picked out a giveaway.
We didn't pick out a giveaway.
Tee-hee.
Tee-hee, we're back.
Tee-hee. Uh-oh.
What's some good ones?
What have you read recently?
So the books I read this month, January, I got out of my book slump. Believe it or not. So the Mariana Zapata book. Oh, okay. I started out with a bang with If He Had Been With Me. I read that one, and then I read Wait for It.
Oh, I really liked my book too.
What was that you read?
Remarkably Bright Creatures.
Let's do that
That's a
one.
good one
Let's do
too.
that one. These
Go
guys have
ahead.
probably read it.
I mean,
We can see. And then, is there an octopus emoji?
yeah, probably.
Okay, we're gonna pick Jess's favorite book for the giveaway this
I
month.
feel bad. I'm stealing your book. Yours is at least a 5-star.
What do you mean? No, mine aren't giveawayables. I don't think.
Giveawayables.
No, that one's a good one because that's
Okay.
like a critically acclaimed one. I think we go with that one.
Octopus.
Here's a little octopus.
Octopus.
Okay, so we're remarkably
bright
creatures, and I have had that book recommended to me like for a year.
It was really cute.
Yeah,
it felt like a big warm hug.
I'm gonna read that.
I will say, funny enough, it was Remarkably Bright Creatures. One of the main characters is also an old woman.
Oh,
and so there's a few scenes that I got confused of. I thought it was in this book.
What do you consider old?
Like 80s.
Oh, she's in
like
her
retired.
80s?
Like she's retired.
Well,
she's not
retired at 65.
She's not retired.
Okay.
But like
she's older.
She's older.
She's got older
She's
kids.
Old.
Oh yeah, you can't
Read
talk
Remarkably
about it.
Bright Creatures. I definitely recommend.
So what you're gonna do? So take that emoji, and if you follow us on Instagram, you can do it here too. Do you pick from here at all?
No.
No.
Sorry,
Okay,
guys.
so
I'm
only
sorry.
Instagram. But do not put any words about.
You know what? We could. Let's pick from here. Let's pick from here this month.
Pick it from here
because some people don't have Instagram.
Okay, or they could do both if they wanted. Oh, but then it's harder to pick.
We'll pick from here this month.
Okay, we're gonna pick from here.
Let's spice it up. So people who don't have Instagram, literally comment right now an octopus emoji, and
you're entered. That's all you had to do.
That's all you have to do.
That's a lot easier.
It's a lot easier, yeah.
But if you want to engage on
on
our book club, you can put it over there too.
Like, to see what's going on.
If you want to create FOMO for everybody else, then you can put that there too.
Yeah, I know a lot of you guys don't have Instagram.
Yeah.
It's just a way for us to be able to communicate on
So how are we going to contact them though? That's why we don't do it on this. Because there's no DM function on this.
You're right.
Never thought about that.
No.
Huh. I don't know. We don't know how to contact you guys from YouTube. That's the one problem with YouTube is
you can't post your address.
There's no DM. Yeah. I do not never do that.
If you don't know that already, don't ever do that. Private information.
So I would say you're gonna have to. It's gonna have to be Instagram.
I'm so sorry, guys.
So do it here. Do it on Instagram so we can actually DM you.
I'm sorry, guys.
We sorry, but we don't know how to get.
Maybe one day when YouTube has direct message.
Well, we can announce the winner on YouTube, but we can't get your information. That's the problem.
Like, yeah, in theory, I could pick someone off of this.
So, like, we can pick someone on this, but we can't contact you to get your info because we don't want your info anywhere that scammers can get it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're just trying to stay safe.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, they could contact us on an email.
Okay.
We could do that.
Okay, how about this?
If you're comfortable putting an email address.
I'm trying to think though of how I would post who the winner is though is my next issue.
You'd have to post it on your community post maybe?
Okay. Comment the octopus emoji here right now. Whoever wins, I will put your handle, like whatever. So like for example, like say your name is the Hummingbirds in South California. I would put that as the giveaway winner, and then that individual has to come and email me, and I'll have my email below the winner. So I'll say like the winner as a community post. I'll have my email right below, and then I'll have all the book club details like normal.
Okay.
So it'll be like, this is next book's month. This is the meeting. Blah blah blah.
So you don't mind putting your?
I'm okay. I'll put the business email address. It's not.
Okay.
It's not connected to me.
Okay. Does that sound good,
so
you guys?
You guys can still enter this way. You don't have to go into Instagram, but it's just a little bit more.
Tell Jolene where the community section is. Let me find Jess's thing. Maybe I can do it on your phone.
I'll definitely get scammers, but it's okay. I'll just once I get into contact.
Just don't put anything about giveaway.
it doesn't matter if I post my
Oh.
like that. I'll get scammers. But once I
But you already have a
contact-
pick. You
but
already have a
once-
pick.
But once
though.
I contact the individual, like once that individual contacts me, I'll take it off of. I'll take it off the post. so
Okay,
it'll
I'm
be
gonna go
fine.
on your. I'm just gonna show how you do this. Oh God, that's weird. We're live. Ugh. Well, I can't go
Just
on your
click on my
channel.
account, yeah.
I don't. Ew. No, I don't want to see
Ew.
myself. No, I just want your account. Why won't it just let me go on you without going to
Girl.
live? Oh, there it is. Sorry.
It's okay.
So if you're on her homepage, oh, this is gonna be terrible.
Turn your brightness of your phone down.
There we go. If you're on
There we
that
go.
page, scroll. Sorry.
Wrong way. Wrong way.
No, I'm trying to get up here. There we go. My big so community post is right there. Community. Press that. And then she usually has that book club announcement up there. You're welcome.
So be like
My fat old sausage fingers. Ew.
Be kind to yourself.
Ew.
But yeah, so I'll post it on the community page who the winner is tomorrow. And it'll just be someone from here.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? I'll post it tonight. I'll post it
Yeah.
tonight. It'll be
You don't
someone.
wanna- you don't
someone
wanna
straight from
wait
the live.
Till everybody's
No, 'cause
seen
I
it.
don't want it up
The
for that
scam.
long.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Okay, you know what? I'll wait. I'll wait. You guys have 24 hours. I'll pick someone. Comment an octopus. And if I select you as the winner on the community page, please email me.
Okay. Done.
Does everyone understand?
When's our next book club?
Okay. Well, what's our next book? Our next book is going to be.
We
haven't
Jess
really
already
said
picked
that
it
yet.
out, and I
Yeah.
agree. I've wanted to read this book too. For a long
So
time.
the book I have selected for this month is going to be a little romance, but it's called Nora Goes Off Script by Annabelle Monaghan.
I've really wanted to read her. So it's
and
romance.
It's supposed to be very
because it's
cutesy.
Valentine's.
Yeah,
I bet you it's
It's
not
the
very
month of
long. It's
love.
probably a nice little palate cleanser.
it will be. Yeah. So that's our next book. Is Nora Goes Off Script. I'll have that posted in the community page as well, with all the details.
And then we're stuck with, because February is a short month, we're either February 23rd or March 2nd.
March 2nd, please.
Are we good with March
Are we
2nd,
okay with March
you guys?
2nd?
At 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Does March 2nd work?
Nana, it's not on my phone. The community post. If you go to someone's page on Facebook, like go to their page
On YouTube.
and at the top there should be, on YouTube, there should be like
community.
video, shorts, community, live. Like that's where you see the different tabs. If you go to community, then you should be able to see community post. Or if you're subscribed, it should just show up. Like yours just pop up on mine when you do, but you got to kind of see it within 24 hours or so.
So sorry that was very confusing, but
well, we want everyone to have a chance.
I know a lot of people don't have Instagram. We do Instagram because it's much
easier to
say,
and it's safer.
Platform,
it's safer, yeah,
and it is safer.
Yeah.
So if you don't feel comfortable in entering the giveaway, that's also understandable. But
268
maybe let
pages.
me know in the comments. So, yeah. Also, Leslie is saying it's on sale at Amazon right now for $9. So if you don't feel like entering and just want to buy Remarkably, or is it maybe it's Nora Goes Off Script is $9 on Amazon.
Really?
Why? So she said
it's on
sale on Amazon. I'm just not sure which book she was talking about.
Oh, some people are saying it says post and not community.
Will be a community post.
Community post. So it could say post. Ours says community, but that's on mobile. So maybe it is different on the computer. Realize in December that I get full audiobooks with Spotify.
Yes, you do. So if you have a Spotify subscription.
Then why do people say I'm in Spotify? 18 hours.
Yeah. So once you finish your hours, you're in Spotify jail.
Yeah.
But that's most books you can read with that.
Okay. So Jess will put what book it is for next month on the community post
with
here,
who the winner is.
With the winner.
So, and then whoever the winner is, please email me.
Yeah.
And then we can get all the deets sorted out. All I'll ask when you email me, all I'll ask is your address, nothing more. Never give anything more than that.
Yeah. And even if you're unsure with us, like message us back for like clarity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you ever have
had that weird feeling,
questions,
just assume that it's bad and like get a hold of us.
yes. Always trust your instincts.
Yeah.
Always trust your
There's
gut.
enough people that get scammed. We don't want you guys to be
Yes.
one of them. so.
Giveaway. That is why I get very worried about giveaways.
Yeah. I don't think we have this group on Goodreads. How do you find group on Goodreads?
No idea.
I didn't know there was.
I'm terrible
one.
at Goodreads.
Goodreads,
actually.
I don't find is a very good app.
I finally figured out how to share my Goodreads account. So also, if anyone's curious,
Oh, nice.
it's I have it in the description of my most recent video.
Okay.
I've added that to my auto description.
You'll have to show me how to do it.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
I don't really have much more to say. Good luck if you understand how to enter a giveaway. I feel like that was so bizarre and confusing. So hopefully,
Well, they can watch it back again.
hopefully that doesn't make it worse.
All right, we are
But
way longer than we usually are. So thank
Yeah.
you guys.
for sticking with us.
Happy New Year. That was
See
our first. Is
you-
that our first one in January?
Yeah,
Or
it
did we?
is.
Was it? Yeah, I think it was.
First one in 2025.
So happy New Year. Happy 2025. Happy reading. Read lots of books.
Yes.
I'm feeling good about this year. Cannot believe I read 7.
You're a brat. I've not read that many.
I've listened to 7. let's
You've
see.
actually you've read 6.
Oh yeah, because
Because
one
one of them was a carryover.
was a carryover because I forgot to write it down in December.
That's okay though.
Still counts.
Anyways, we will see you guys all March 2nd, 8
Okay.
p.m. here.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.